Hello everybody and welcome. If you saw my first subway system installment, you'll recognize this layout. I have 4 satellite stations circling a main station. What I've built thus far is the 4 satellite stations. I've color-coded them for easy identification and placed them between an inner loop and an outer loop, which are 2 rail lines running in opposite directions. I have further numbered the stations so that I can easily tell from my signage which station I'm at and which station I could be going to.
So let's take a look at one of my improved satellite stations. We'll go through the inner workings, I'll demonstrate how they work. You can reference my other video for more detail. And then I'll take you on a little joyride of the system. So upstairs I put a block map where it specifies that you are at the brick station right now. This is station number 1. We'll be going on a little journey today between stations 2, 3, and 4 here. At first I'm going to go to the gold station, I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to go back to the blue station, right through the red station, and we'll take a look at the system roof from there. And that should demonstrate not only going to one destination, turning around, bypassing a station, and then going to another station. So the lobby, I've added some furniture and flowers, which are very important for the aesthetics of the lobby. The main floor is still visible with 2 lanes running in opposite direction. And you can see the departing once again. Very similar to my last video. However, what you don't see is how the pathways have been condensed in the inner workings. So let's take a look at that. So I went down on the outer loop. So what I'm going to be doing is going from station 1 on the outer loop, which is blue here, to station 4. You can also see this as the destinations. The first destination is the gold block or gold station at station 4. You might have additional attractions listed here that are located in the area of Station 4. And then the next station would be Station 3 and then Station 2. If I wanted to depart, I would need but get into this cart and it would boost me along the main line. I have incoming lines on the opposite side. These function similar to my last video where they're built into lanes and the lanes will close themselves off when a player comes in. When the player exits their cart, it'll collect and reset that lane, allowing new players to come in and take the empty cart along this line and up into my cart magazine. The same happens for this lane, and it collects it along the same line in between these so that I can save space. I've added some furniture on this side for giggles mainly. And it was empty space. The inner workings is similar, so I'm going to put this in cycling action by removing the stone pressure plate here and replacing that with a wooden pressure plate. So now every time an empty cart comes, it'll depart as if a rider was there. So there goes my first rider. The booster goes back in. New cart comes out. And there goes my second rider. So let's go take a look at these. So from here you can see the booster track that opens out when a new cart comes in and boosts that along. The booster cart comes back in a timely fashion. On the opposite side, after it picks up the rider, the booster cart will grab a cart out of my cart magazine. And the empty cart will go up here. I've consolidated some space by stacking tracks, so it'll be more obvious if I stand here. There's a booster for the cart coming out, which is stacked above another booster, and it's all underneath the return loop for the booster line, the main booster. So I'll show you the cart reload line. So there's two lines here. There's an empty cart return here, and these connect from the incoming lines as well as empty cart return. So because there's no riders in these, they're going to be picked up by my empty cart switch and dumped into my cart magazine. The rider position gets reloaded through this line, and it drops it back down. The empty cart detection I've squeezed into this area and kicked it almost straight up into the cart magazine. So there's no rider, it kicks it up. Let's take this off-cycling action so we can take a ride. So replacing that with a stone pressure plate, it'll only leave when a player hops in. So we're going to go to the gold station, and that'll be by departing station 1, going to the gold station, we'll turn around and we'll come back. My booster comes along, kicks me out on the main line, and now we're off. So as we come into this station, what you'll see is we'll get paused by my incoming button. So this gives the rider enough time to hit that switch. So I'll be hitting this button to arrive at this station. Arrived at the station, I'll hop out of my cart. My cart gets collected. The empty cart gets shuttled up into my system and down into my cart magazine. So that's riding from here to here, and I got out. So at this point I'm going to go upstairs, and if I wanted to arrive here I could go out and be about my merry, but I'm going to go ahead and switch directions. So I'm going to go down the opposite loop and ride out. And away I go. So this will take us right back to where we came from, the brick station. But since I'm not stopping at the brick station, I'm not going to hit the button. And what will happen is I'll go straight through the station without having to do anything. So here comes the brick station. So I just keep on going. So the pathways between these stations could be embellished or made more complicated. I simply chose an easy format so I could focus more on the stations, less on interconnecting them. So we're coming into the diamond station, and I'm going to press this button when we get paused and exit. So I've arrived, my empty cart gets collected, it gets shuttled along and up some ramps to my cart magazine. Let's take a look at the system from above. So what we just did was we went from 1 to 4, we turned around at 4, and then we came back up to 2. If we go upstairs, I built roof access as well as a tower on the roof to have easily take a vantage point of the entire system. Except for it's on this side. So here's my incomplete main station. That's station 1, the brick station. Past that marker is the gold station, station 4. And here's station 3, the obsidian station. So that is my subway system. The save file should be attached, and I hope you check it out. Comment and rate this video if you like them, and I'll keep adding on to the system, making it a little bit more complex and take up less space. I just wanted to add a quick note here. If the cart magazine is empty, you simply add a cart. So here, I'm going to add a cart by going over to my lobby. There's a manual cart magazine reload. You put a cart here, and you push it in. It gets shot up and lands in your cart magazine.